This is the master bathroom of a residential home. We're doing a new construction clean on. That's usually what it's going to look like. The products that we use are Barkeeper's Goof Off, a wooden stick, some rags, and a scrubby. The cabinets should have been vacuumed out by now. We always start, usually there's lights up there, we start at the top, work our way down, so we're not having to redo anything. So we start at the light fixtures, the mirrors, the sink, and then the cabinets, all the way down. Also on the shower, which you can see is pretty dirty, start at the top and work our way down. This is what we do first. Squirt top of the shower down with your water, and then down the sides to make sure that it's clean. Then what you do is take your stick, mainly on the top, and run your stick here along the top to make sure that all the sheetrock is cleaned off the top. Once you get that done, then you can start scrubbing it with your scrubby. Run the shower, scrub with the scrubby until you get almost everything off of it. So you run the shower, and the scrubby shower as water. Rinse your scrubby and scrub all the sheetrock mud, whatever you can get off with the scrubby. Most everything will come off at this point. Scrub. Any pieces of paint that are on it, you can go ahead and scrape with your fingernail, or you can use your stick. You want to use a piece of wood so it does not scratch the shower. So any big pieces that you can't get after you've scrubbed it, you can come back and clean it. Go over your whole shower. Once you get it wet, there shouldn't be much more than just sheetrock on the shower. Maybe a little bit of paint, but not too much more. So you scrub it. At this point, I've scrubbed the whole shower and just need to rinse out what's left in the bottom of it. Okay, at this point I've scrubbed the shower. Haven't rinsed it yet. Start with a dry rag and start drying the whole shower off. Cleaning it up. You can see that there's paint in some spots, but as you dry it off, all that stuff starts coming off. Shines the shower off. Cleans whatever you didn't get to rinse out. No rinsing is needed with water after you scrub it. And then, after you dry the whole shower out, you come back at this point and just hit where there is paint, which most of it is going to be removed at this point. At this point, the only thing left to do is the bottom of the shower. And I'm taking this rag in any place that there's paint spots, my fingernail, and cleaning it off. Water on, and you want to just start scrubbing your tub with this water. Rinse and scrub. Most everything will come off, like the paint, if you scrub it. And you want to use a non-scratch scrub pad too. You gotta put a little elbow grease into it sometimes. It doesn't just come off. Just by just rubbing the scrub pad over it. Sometimes it does if it's just sheetrock, but you don't have to worry about rinsing it, just scrub it at this point. You'll have to come back with a cup and rinse your tub out and all that stuff if you dry it out. It'll clean it off. I'm just trying to break down whatever it is on it. This is paint that's on the corner over here. You can take with your fingernail, or you can take the scrubby pad and just straighten that line up on the side. Like that. You want all these corners and the edges real straight. The line real straight. A couple of rags. They can be dirty, clean, whatever. And start drying your tub. Now it still is going to have stuff on it. Just drying the whole tub out to see what you have, what couldn't be scrubbed off with this scrubby. Usually whatever can't be scrubbed off with the scrubby, well, mostly everything should be able to. Whatever can't, you can come back with some goof off. Instead of sitting there and killing yourself trying to scrub it off or trying to rinse it out and clean it up, you don't have to do it all. You normally get in here with the goof off. And you can see the paint. This is paint overspray. Don't ever put a blade on these tubs, for one. Because it will scratch it.
sometimes you'll have to, you know, clean the whole tub with goof off. Sometimes you won't. Sometimes a lot of it's gonna come out with just scrubbing it with the scrubby. This one, I don't know, it's a little bit harder than some of them. And you have to remember to dry your tub before you go putting this goof off on it, or it dilutes the goof off and doesn't work as good. Then you end up wasting. If you just dampen your rag a little bit, you want to make sure that you wipe this down because it's going to have grout and stuff on it. Before you do what I just did, I kind of did it backwards. You'll wipe this down and get any of the streaks or grout or whatever's left on it. Usually, I mean, you can see this corner has a bunch of residue on it. It's not supposed to look like that. And your rag doesn't have to be really wet to wipe this down. And you don't need to put goof off on tile usually because it's abrasive and it'll usually just come off with wiping it. You don't want to put goof off on these fixtures either because it will tarnish them, turn colors, and ruin them. So don't put goof off on your fixtures, your faucets, and again, you want to start at the top. Always start at the top. Do your light fixtures first. That way they're done. You don't have to climb back on the counter. Get the counter dirty again.